Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to be just looking into checking your price tag. All right, looking into checking your price tag. I recently made a video to help survivors, anyone that's stumbling across my channel who's trying to figure out how to select people into their life who they should let into their circle. And I made that video. Should I let them into my life or should I let them back into my life? All right, that was about last week here. I will tag it to the end of this video. And the 3 questions that I suggested you guys look at is, where do they fit into my future? What has the history been between me and them? And if there isn't a history between me and them, basically, what has the history been in their life? How have they led their life? And is that in alignment with where I'm trying to go in the future? And will they reciprocate with me? Okay, or will they do it for me as well? Is this going to be lopsided? All right, so you can go ahead and look into that video where I really break those concepts and thoughts and questions down to help you make that, do that part of analysis. But in this video, we're going to talk about checking your price tag. All right, because I think all us survivors can agree that our price tags were not where they should be when we met this narcissist. And even if you feel like, you know what, I did have high self-esteem until I had that relationship, you were able to stay in it, once the person started devaluing and discarding. For those of you who stayed in it, something was wrong with the price tag. And then there's going to be a whole nother group of you who said, well, you know what, Lakia, I'm not for sale. You're going to take that route with me and say, well, I'm not for sale. People can't just buy me. And that's really limiting what a price tag means in this sense. We're not just talking about material exchanges here. Because when I say your price tag, I'm talking about your worth here. What are you worth? What is it worth? How hard or what do other people have to go through to get your respect, to get your trust, to get inside of your circle, to be intimate with you? How hard do they have to work to get to the nucleus of you? And that's your price tag right there. And that is the worth that you're putting on yourself. What does it cost others to get close to you? Okay. Does it cost some basic compliments? Does it cost some empty promises? Does it cost a little bit of attention? Does it cost a little bit of affection? Does it cost basically a little acceptance? They accept you a little bit. You just go all in and hard for them and give them all access. Does it cost some material gifts? What does it cost? All right. Because I have a finance degree. For those of you who've never read my about on my website, that's common information right there. I have 2 finance degrees, guys. So when I study finance, I've learned about something called a cost benefit analysis, or it could be a CBA for short. All right, so a cost benefit analysis is basically like a systematic approach to examining the pros and cons of a situation. Okay, I'm going to put that in layman terms right there. And that includes the cost of something. Because the cost of things is not always monetary, okay? Because even something that appears to be free costs something. Even if it's your time and energy to sign up for something, your time and energy to do this or that for them, to get that for you, it wasn't free. Maybe it didn't have a financial price, but it had another price as your time and energy was utilized as well. That is a cost benefit analysis. And if we know how narcissists operate, they want the clearance rack. And shoot, they want stuff for free. They don't even want really the clearance rack. If they have to go on the clearance rack, they want it for free. They are very entitled people. Okay. So they will try to find people who they can give an illusion to and pretend like they're giving you this and that, and they're not even really giving you that. Maybe they're merely giving you fragments of their time and energy that it takes for them to tell you a bunch of lies and to try to pull off a manipulation, a perception or an illusion to you long enough to get you to drop your guards and think that they are meeting your price tag. But some of our price tags aren't even... This is the sad part for some survivors to realize. And we know on this channel, I give tough love. That means I'm not telling you stuff. I'm not a yes person. I will never be a yes person. That's not going to help you. I'm always going to keep it real with you guys. I'm going to say what needs to be said. I'm not here to coddle anybody. But this is the unfortunate thing, oftentimes. The narcissist probably had a higher price tag on you than you had on yourself in a lot of cases. And it's really going to take some really deep thoughts to really think about where your price tag really stood at the time. Okay? What your worth, what your self-esteems were, what your standards were, what your boundaries were. All these things is like a domino effect, and it's like a pyramid, and they're all connected, if you will. So what was your price tag, survivors, and how does that need to be different moving forward? And how did you conduct your CBA with the narcissist or your cost-benefit analysis? Okay, because they were certainly calculating one on you. They were determining, if I go with this person, should I, shouldn't I? What is the most I'm going to probably have to do for them and the least? Because I want to do the least. I'm going to see if I can get, okay, well, she's saying she wants this, but I think I can cut it down to this. So she asked for this. I'm going to take it a few notches down and see if she still will accept that. And then if she accepts that, now I know I can bargain with her. I can bargain with her prices. I can bargain with her self-worth. And I'm saying her because I'm a woman. So to my male listeners, I'm not shutting you in this conversation. I know many of my male viewers, sometimes, they want to hear videos that sound like it's more from a male's perspective. And I'm thinking about starting a channel, for male survivors, and it will just be for that male perspective. Thinking about it. Let me know if I have any men listening, if you guys are interested in that. If you think that's a good idea, give me some feedback. I'm thinking about it, but not to, get off the topic here. Yeah, once they know, you tell them what your price is, and then you start accepting less than your price, they know that they can bargain shop with you. They know that they can, mark you down. Isn't that crazy? Somebody's going to come in and think they have the right to mark you down from your price. Because if we are queens and kings, we should be having a price tag that matches that. Nobody should be able to come and mark you down. That means they've gotten you to accept a lower price. They took you out of the glass. They got you to take yourself out of the glass case. Okay? They've gotten you to take yourself out of the glass case. And that's just not how it typically works in life. I mean, sometimes we can get a steal on stuff, and these aren't human beings. These are items that are going out of seasons. As the season closes down now, spring and summer is coming. Okay, maybe you can get a really good deal on that winter coat because they're perceiving they know it's about to be warm and they want to get rid of the inventory. They'd rather not hold on it until next winter. They'd rather get something for it now. So they're cutting the discount. They're cutting the price. And the same thing that survivors do when they don't want to be patient and wait for the process and wait for the person that's really meant for them. They start slicing their worth and their price tag down so they can have something now. So someone can buy them now. Because you know you were worth more than that. And unfortunately, some survivors didn't know that they were worth more. And they had to go through a whole process to be able to be naked and exposed on that. But we really, really have to check our price tags. And that is not egotistical. That is not cocky. Because that's another aspect of it. Survivors feel bad for saying, wait a minute, for saying, you know what? You're not the kind of person that I need in my life right now. You know, because every attempt or every person that comes up to you does not need to have access. But some survivors are so bad at saying no that they're giving everybody a chance. If I ask you, you know, what type of person? Well, you know, I'm pretty flexible. I'm open-minded. That is when you start slicing your price tag. Right then and there. That person that's just open-minded to everybody. No, he got to have this. He got to have that. He needs to be boom, boom, bam. And then you're going to say, well, look here, you're not supposed to have this laundry list that no one can meet. Well, nobody said that. No one's telling you to look for a perfect person because we know nobody is a perfect person, including ourselves. I'm not saying that, but I'm damn sure not saying be giving yourself practically away for free or for crumbs. Okay, and then the relationship over, you have nothing to show for it but heartache. And I'm not talking about material gains here. But there's nothing wrong with wanting a partner that's financially stable. Some survivors they're always just used to being the women. And I'm talking to the women right now. Some of them are just used to taking care of men. Oh, it's 2019. You know how these men are now. No, those sound like grown boys you're dealing with, sweetie. No, I don't. I don't know that because I don't accept that. I don't accept that and I don't deal with that. I remember a time in my life when I didn't know my worth and I let people like that come into my life. And guess what? They were a liability to me. They brought me down. And as a single mom, that was the last thing I needed was some grown boy coming into my life who didn't have himself together, taken away from me and my children when I'm grinding hard to uplift me and my kids and get to a better place in life. And then I'm getting pulled down by him because now his bills, he got to eat. He did all this stuff. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. That's a very expensive lesson to learn. And for those of you who have done that, go ahead down in the comment. If you dealt with a Tyrone, giving you empty promises, never had his life together, but all of a sudden he's going to be getting correct with you because he's expecting you to mommy him and take care of him. Check your price tag. Okay? You did not carry that person in your womb. You are not that man's mama. Okay? And it's taking from you in your progress, you know, because we have this whole thing, being a down chick, being loyal and this and that does not mean you go take care of a man. And we can't even call that a man at that point. You know, it looks like a man in form, physical form, but the mind and everything else is gone. What do you have at that point? An empty shell that has to be filled up with your energy, your effort. Okay? Look, what is your price tag? Okay? What is your price tag? Because some people can't afford you and that's okay. This is the way of the world, guys. That's why some people can afford to buy this house, but they can't afford to live in Bel Air. They might be able to buy this car, but they can't afford the Lamborghini. Are you the Lamborghini? What is your price tag? Can anybody afford you? You handing out coupons to people to get discounts on you? Because you don't know your worth. We have to check our price tags, okay? Really think about it. These relationships, have you been getting what you wanted? And is it because you were lowering your price on yourself? And like I said, that is equal or equivalent to your worth. Okay, how much did you value yourself? Or were you valuing your flesh more? And when I say flesh, that doesn't have to be sexual, although sometimes that's the case as well. When our flesh is running us, our wants of not being single and feeling lonely, not being comfortable with our own company, not being, able to just create friendships and outside of romantic and be satisfied with those until the right suitor comes along that deserves to have a chance to see if you guys should go in that direction. Someone that can take you on a proper date and that's not just trying to come over my house, is even cooking you something and that's unacceptable still. Okay, nobody should be meeting no brand new man behind closed doors in 2019, not knowing if he's a serial murderer, rapist, robber, anything. Okay, you might not come back out that apartment because you cut your price tag and allow him to not even take you on a first date and pay for it. So we really have to check our price tags and what we're settling for. Okay, because it should be a complete turn off at this point for anybody to come into your life and half step with you. Nobody got time for that. We are all survivors here of narcissistic abuse, and we've been through enough. So at this point, you can come hard or you can go home. And if you can't come hard for me, you don't need to come at all. And that is the attitude that you need to have. Be okay with turning people down, turning people away. Okay, you're not qualified. You're not qualified for me. I'm qualified for you, okay, but you're not qualified for me. Because like I said, you can't be a free-for-all. Everybody is not qualified to get your phone number, is not qualified to even take you out on that first date. Okay? So, I've made videos about the poor investment of a narcissist. I'm going to tag that video to the end of this one because some of you need to watch that one as well. The depreciation is crazy on that narcissist because it's something that was never really valuable to begin with. They gave you that quick illusion and then it's quick to value and discard. All right. And if you know anything about depreciation, it loses its value very quickly. Whatever you thought you paid for it to get that narcissist or that relationship, that value went down. They say like a car goes out of value as soon as you drive it off the lot. After that narcissist, as soon as they know they got you wrapped around the finger, as soon as they know they got you to commit to them, now that mask start dropping. And now it's depreciated. You already don't have what you thought you had. And then the illusions are gone too. Like, oh, I don't even got to pretend. This person bought into it. They care about me. They love me now. So I can be the jerk that I really am. And I believe they'll stick around because they love me. You got to check your price tag because you got to love you. How about that? We talk about, oh, I love them so much. Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? This is the price tag check for survivors right here. Raise that worth up and hold your head up. Okay? And a lot of you are holding your head down because of what you've been through. No, hold your head up because of what you've overcome. Like, I ain't overcome all of that just to end up back in that situation. I ain't overcome all of that just to have more experiences like that. And because I overcome all of that, because I had some suffering, because I felt all that pain, I refuse to put myself back in that situation. I deserve to have some happiness now. I deserve to get the opposite now. I deserve to get what I want this time. Oh no, it is not the opposite. Oh, well, I guess this is what I'm always used to. And I guess I'll never be able to get, you can, but you're going to have to change your mind. You got to change the way that you're thinking, the way that you're going about things and your price tag on yourself. Get more sterner about this. Get more assertive about it. This is self-esteem. This is self-confidence. And I have self-esteem, self-confidence boosters on here. I have videos on helping to strengthen that muscle of saying no on here. But when you get sick and tired, you're going to do it. You're going to do it because it's going to be like you're just going to start feeling exhausted immediately because you start feeling those similar behaviors. The similar offer, like, okay, here's what I'm offering to pay for you. This is what I think you're worth. You're gonna automatically start feeling it. And they coming with you with all these sob stories and woe is me. You're like, look, oh Lord, I don't have it in me to even do this again. I can't even give that kind of energy to somebody else because you're not supposed to be doing it to begin with. And that's why it wipes your energy out so hard. Because it was taken from you. It was way past your boundaries. Or the boundaries you should have had. And that's why you're so exhausted. That's why you're emotionally drained, because they were doing too much. They were taking too much. You were giving them too much. You were giving them too much of a discount, guys. So please, let's check these price tags moving forward. Okay, stop thinking about them. Think about yourself. Stop thinking about, well, it might hurt them if I say it to them this way. And no, that's not how it works in life. A job will tell you, thank you for taking the time to interview, but we've decided to go with another candidate. They're not, well, we got to hire her, even though she's not the right candidate because, we don't want to hurt her feelings, or, well, we'll just let her start and we'll fire her in a month just so she won't feel bad. No, that creates more of a drama, and they already know that. They don't even want to start that relationship officially. Okay, they're going to just cut you off right then and there. Okay, we reviewed your qualifications. We found a better candidate, and we're continuing to look. This isn't quite the fit that we are looking for. Someone different. That is fine. This is life, guys. This is life, and you need to be the CEO of your life. So please, let's start checking these price tags and stop giving people the discount and the clearance on you, because they will take it every time. And then whatever price you give them, they're going down even from there to see if you take that, because they already see that you're lowballing yourself. If they already see that you have a low price tag to begin with, what is it for them to knock off even more? They're like, well, this person is already down there. Shoot, I might as well try to see if I can get it for even less than that. And, is messed up, is not right, is not, what you were truly worth. But if you don't value it, you're going to be giving it away for free. So that's the decision that you're making, because no one's putting a gun to your head and telling you to do these things. All right. So we have to evaluate our price tags and our behaviors and to make sure that we can really nip this in the bud, guys. Raise your worth, raise that price tag. All right. Raise that price tag. Raise it, guys. All right. I hope that this message helps someone. If it does, please hit that like button. All right. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so that you're notified when I upload videos, which is quite frequently. I feel something when I see people cutting themselves short and getting less than. I really feel something when I see that. When I know a young lady is being taken care of, as far as took it for a ride and manipulated and getting less than. So, teach your daughters, teach your nieces, teach your children, period. Even guys. Teach them what real beauty is, what a real asset on your team will look like, okay? Teach them how to figure out what a good woman is. Yes, men need to understand these things too before they get put through hell, attaching themselves to somebody they shouldn't have. And now they're married, now they procreated. What? A nightmare. A nightmare. A nightmare that's not going to end anytime soon if they want to see their children. Okay? So, look, this is serious. This is very, very serious. Picking a life partner is very, very serious. Picking friendships is very, very serious. Who you connect yourself with is very, very serious. Because they say you're only as good as the people you hang around. You keep going back to that narcissist. What does it say about you? So, check your price tag. All right. And if you're finding that your self-esteem is that low and you're having a hard time creating those boundaries, I do offer coaching. I do offer coaching, guys. Voice calls, Skype, FaceTime, email coaching. I have mobile texting support that's really great through my monthly Patreon membership. You can find out about these things on my website. Okay. I've written 4 therapeutic books, guys. I highly recommend. They're available on Amazon.com, BarnesNobles.com, ebook and hard copies, signed copies you can get through my website, LakiaCrawford.com. All right, I have No Narc Zone merchandise available on my site, cute matching t-shirts and hats, and all types of ways to express, how you are against narcissistic abuse, of course, and have fun with your fashion statements. I have a free support group, guys, on Facebook. All right, daily thread where you can get support from other survivors on the days that you're feeling down. I also recommend my motivational playlist for survivors of narcissistic abuse on those days as well, or any day, just to keep your emotions up, keep yourself positive. There's 40 videos in that playlist to help uplift you. When you don't want to get out of bed, when you're feeling triggered, when you're feeling angry, when you're upset about them trying to slice your price tag, okay? Because in essence, that's basically what they said. You were worth nothing to me, okay? You're worth little to nothing. All right? But their worth does not determine your true worth. It does if you allow it. But with somebody else's price on you, it's not your true price tag. Your true price tag is your price tag on you. So if you accept their price tags, now it's your price tag. It started out as theirs, but it's yours now. So you need to understand and be clear about that. All right. All right, guys. I'm hoping that this is helping somebody, because I know you got to be tired of lopsided relationships. I know you're getting tired of not being reciprocated, not getting what you want. So don't even start relationships off on that tip when the person is inadequate and not ready. And sometimes they hide it, but once they show you, then you got to make some adjustments and stand strong. Okay? Because the last thing you want to do is go back there. And I made a video titled, I'm never going back there again. And that's what I don't want you guys to do. Go back there. Okay? Take those lessons. Keep it pushing. Keep it moving. Okay? Don't let anybody be a crab in a barrel for you. You're worth so much more. So much more, guys. Command that in your life. Okay? Command it. And don't let that be negotiable. All right, guys? Never give up on yourself. Keep doing the work. And until next time, please take care.